Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 44 of the Planescape Torment. Now, I've actually got my episodes in order. I've spent the last few hours sorting through my files to make sure I got everything right. We finished talking with Daikon about the way of Zartha Mon, and now we're still in this grain silo. Why? Because there's there's a couple things I still need to do before we really get to exploring. For one, let's see if we can't. I can't get him to level up any farther. Alright, so then.
What is your will?
So, well, there are things I would wish to know, Dak'kon. Because it just dawned on me when we never talked about Dakon's torment, which is actually quite important. Let's see, I wanted to add. Dak'kon, Ravel called you a slave. What did she mean? The hag, she knows nothing. His blade ripples. As you watch the edges become grayed and dulled, his face clenches, and he speaks through his teeth. It is not my will to speak of this. I want to hear you speak of it. In fact, Ravel said a number of things in that conversation which interest me. For those who don't know, between the last episode and this one, I have recorded The Way of Zartha Mon, which, again, I intend to release after I have beaten the game. Know that your will is my will. When you speak, know I must hear you. Know that your words may stay my blade or guide it to the throat of another. But why? Daikon seems. No, your path is my path. I am chained to you. You're my slave. At the word slave, Daikon's face collapses in pain, as if he was struck. It is as if the word was a dagger stabbing at the core of his suffering. But why, Daikon? Know it is a long tale, and know that nothing is gained in the telling. I would hear it.
Updated my journal.
The people do not allow themselves to be enslaved to another in deed or chains. If we find ourselves in such a cage, we act to free ourselves, even if it means we must endure another cage for a time. You performed a great service for me. In doing so, you enslaved me. I acted to free myself. Know that I surrendered my word and myself to act in your name until your death. But I can't die. That was not known to this one. I surrendered my word to him. I surrendered myself. Know that there is nothing left that I may surrender except my life. Know that now I follow you only so I might die. What was the service I gave you that chained you? You saved this one's life. In exchange, your life became mine. How did I save your life? Upon rolling the plane of limbo, the people shape cities from the chaos with their thoughts. Know that there is no place for a divided mind. Raises his blade from his shoulder and holds it before him. As he stares at it, it sharpens until it is almost as thin as a piece of paper. Go on. A divided mind is an unfocused mind. A divided mind fractures walls and weakens stones. Speaks, the edges of the blade corrode slightly, the metal misting and melting along the edges. Many divided minds may destroy a city. Understand, go on. Long have I known the words of Zartha Mon through my voice. Many have come to know the words of Zartha Mon. The Zarth protect the community from all threats, whether to the body or the mind. They are the guiding stones in the chaos. So it came to pass that I spoke of the words of Zartha Mon without knowing the words of Zartha Mon. It came to pass that I no longer knew myself. So you doubted the words? No. Voice's edge and his blade sharpens in response. I knew the words, yet it came into my heart that perhaps others did not know the words as Zartha Mon knew them. And so division formed, as my mind became as two. As my mind became divided, those that looked at me as a guiding stone became divided. Many scores of Githzerai, many hundreds of scores of Githzerai, doubted. Sharak Lator died that day. So, those that followed you came to doubt the words as well, and the city was weakened. The enemies of Zartha Mon came. Know that their hatred of his words and the people lent their blades strength. Know that they sensed the weakened city, and they brought war with them. Many Githzerai drowned in the chaos beneath the blades of our enemies. Small beads of metal appear on the surface of the blade. It's as if it is blistering. No, this happened long ago. What happened to you? As I fell from the walls of Shraklator, I hope I'm saying that right. Shraktlor. What is this, Lovecraft? Cthulhu. Shraklator. Okay, I'll move on. Know that myself was broken. My blade was missed, my mind divided. I was adrift upon limbo seas, and I wished to drown. I died for days, my mind awash in division. When death finally came to me, it wore your skin, and it had your voice. Me. You ask that I hear you. As Daikon says the words, your vision bleeds outwards, and a crawling sensation begins to worm its way up through the back of your skull. You feel nauseous for a moment, and your vision is suddenly as chaos, smeared, twisted, and you are someplace else, someplace in the past. Surrender to the memory. Oh god. Everything around you is in turmoil. Your vision is hazy, swirling, dizzying. All at once, there is mist, pockets of fire, islands of mud, stone and ice-covered rocks swimming through the plain like fish, impacting and dissolving droplets of water, arcing through the howling air and lashing your skin like teeth. You choke back your nausea, and you steady yourself. This is the plane of limbo. All is chaos. Nothing is stable. You focus on the dying man that lies before you. It is why you have come to this place. Still lives. The man is a Githzerai, his body embedded in an earthen pocket that swirls around him. Unconsciously, he has formed a grave from the elements, and though bits of fire and water lick at his face, he does not respond. His hands are ashen, his coal-black eyes focusing on nothing. His emaciated frame speaks of starvation, but you know it is the least of his wounds. It is faith that dealt him the mortal blow. Look for the blade he carries. In his limp left hand is a twisted mass of metal, its surface having melted around his hand like a gauntlet. As you watch, it steams and hisses like a diseased snake. The Githzerai does not seem to be aware of it, but it is that weapon that has brought you here. Daikon, Zartha of Shraklator drowning, last wielder of the Karak blade. Know that I have come to you with the words of Zartha Mon, carved not in chaos, but in stone, carved by the will in an unbroken circle. And this is why I'm sharing the episodes of that afterward, because it gives it a whole new meaning. At the word Zartha Mon, Dakon's eyes roll in their sockets, and they attempt to focus on you. With effort, he cracks his mouth to speak, but only a dry hiss emerges. You bring forth the stone from your pack and hold it before him so he can see. Know that the words of Zartha Mon inscribed upon this stone are true, and know that your divided mind need be divided no longer. All you must do is take the stone, and you shall know yourself again. Dakon's eyes flicker over the unbroken circle of Zartha Mon, and for a moment you think he might be too close to death to recognize it. Then the right hand twitches, and he pulls it slowly from the earthen prison. The clumps of earth streaming off it become like water in Limbo's chaotic winds. His skeletal hands clutch the stone, like a drowning man, and his eyes flash. Know that I have saved your life, Daikon, Zartha of Shraklator.
Updated my journal.
Dakon's eyes turn from the stone and flicker over to you, and he hisses again, too dry for a moment to muster the words. He blinks slowly, then speaks, his voice barely a whisper, but the words are what you wanted to hear. My life is yours, until yours is no more. I heard your words, and the chaos in my mind became still. I knew myself again. So you got the circle from me.
Updated my journal.
Yes. In knowing its words, I knew myself. But did it save your life, Daikon, or did it divide you further once you studied the circle? Daikon is silent for a moment, but his blade writhes as if in pain. He is slow to speak again, and when he does, his voice is somber. It divided me. Then did I save your life, Daikon, or did I only add to the pain you already felt? Those words of Zartha Mon's, they only seem to divide you more. I see it when you pore over the teachings. I say that I never saved you, Daikon. I only raised you from near death so that you might die again. If you had died at Shrak-Lator, then it would have known peace. Your words carry the weight of truth. The death I would have died in Shrak-Lator would have been the last death. Every day I have lived since this is a new death. You need serve me no more, Dak'kon. I never saved you. I only killed you twice. You owe me nothing. This is new. I've actually never read this before. Last time I tried to tell him that we'll just make it through together. Owe me nothing. No. Dak'kon's forehead creases in pain and his eyes stare through you. It is not your word that carries the weight, and your word will not free me. The word that chains me is mine. The torment is mine. I know in my heart that the chains remain. Words will not free them. Is there any way that you can be freed? You must die a final death, yet your path is not death's path. There is no resolution to this matter. I swear I will find you one. I will find one that sets you free.
Updated my journal.
His voice becomes ragged, as if he was suddenly become sick. Know that you have added other words to my words. His expression is pained. His gaze meets yours. Now you have chained us both. See, there are things I'd like to know. I will hear you. Hello. What do you know about him?
Updated
Daikon?
my journal.
Know that he was different. Sorry, I'm taking a sip. He was different. Know that the differences were not marked on the skin, nor in the way of the weapon, nor in the attire that cloaked him. Know that he was different in the way of thought and the means he acted upon his thoughts. His will became substance. Know that he only saw he saw others and did not see them. He knew how they could serve him. His heart was treacherous, and it was cold, and never did its coldness burn him. Did it ever touch you, Daikon? Did he betray you? We already know the answer to that, but... Black. Well, you know this. I'm afraid to go down this route because it will actually undo something that I did earlier. So I'm going to stop that there. What I did earlier, the whole point of learning the way of Zartha Mon is helping Daikon actually come to peace with himself and his divided ways, and his strength actually goes way up because of this. So now, oh, did I already get it? Excellent. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting myself together and learning what I have and what I don't have. But for now, I think it's about time that we... What did this do again? Wow, that was -1 wisdom? What are my stats right now? Holy crap. Oh, sweet. Alright. Well, how about we head out to the Cursed No, everyone, please. Oh, wait, did I rest after... Sorry about this. Just want to make sure something else that I did. Okay, the other thing about going through the Religion of Zartha Mon is you learn a bunch of new magic. Not only for yourself, but for Dak'kon as well. And I still can't cast the Mechanist Cannon. Oh, boo. What about Dak'kon? You have any new slots or anything? Hey. Balance in all things. Zartha Mon's focus. So, oh, critical attack is raised. Turns this out the spell only affects the caster. Radius take equal damage. Hello. Wait. All creatures or all hostile creatures? One's Earth, one's focus. Sweet. That's awesome. So there, we've learned a bunch of new spells and stuff from the last one, and now I should rest the party. Oops. This grain silo is gonna be going through a few episodes. Let's go out into Curst and just explore already. How far am I into this episode now? 15 minutes? We'll do a little bit of walking. This party was made for walking, that's what we're gonna do. Sing something that ain't copyrighted so I can't get sued. Alright, so... Well, I guess what we can do now is just kind of see if we can find someone that looks important. It's just a guard. I think I want to go explore the other part of town. Can I? Oh, I can. Cool.
Alright.
Let's walk around and make ourselves a nice big map as we enter the Curst. Try saying that 5 times. Curst. I can't do it. Hello. There are guards here. What you protecting? What do you want? Don't you know there's a lockdown? What can you tell me about this place? We're under a lockdown right now because of the plague. Don't know what's causing it, but we're quarantining sections of the town until we find out. You want something else? Boy, that sounds familiar right now. I had a few questions. I'm looking for a deva. You're looking in the wrong end of the Great Ring, Burke, because even if there was one here, you'd not be finding it. You'd be locked away like a miser's gold. Forget it then. Farewell. Meanie. Oh, that's right. So what I need to do is try to convince these guys to let me go, despite the fact that there's a lockdown right now, so that I can explore outside of Curst to an area that will eventually take me back to Sigil.
Watch your back here, okay? This place is filled with backstabbers.
Alright, how much of this map do I have now? Not a whole lot. Let's go down here. I think if I go down here, there's going to be... Yeah. Now, there's a quest for me to save her from all these Harmonium officers. Last time I did it, I actually got all the Harmonium officers, and I also killed her. So, oops. What are you guys guarding? Down. I'd like to see the person in charge. What, the burger? He's in the administration building. Good luck getting to him, though. You don't see anyone these days. His mind's definitely going someplace else. Or well then. Berg. Okay, this is really random, but I remember hearing his name the first time and thinking to myself, if anyone's ever seen the Rankin Bass animation of Santa Claus Comes to Town, and the minute I heard that he was referred to as the Burger, I immediately thought of, it's his honor, Burgermeister, Meisterburger, and it was just like, it's just such a funny little cartoon. Hello, Kester. Should this be the guy I talked to for a little bit? Yeah, I got about 3 minutes to put into this episode. Yeah, no, wrong tab. Wait. Okay, there we go. See a lean man with deeply tanned skin and piercing green eyes. Welcome to the Malaco Brothers Distillery, he cries, as if he could think of no one he'd rather see than you. Oh, let me give him a little more energy then. Welcome to the Malaco Brothers Distillery! What can I do for you today? Who are you? I am Kester Malaco, proprietor and half-owner of the Malaco Brothers Distillery. Can I sell you something? Half-owner? Indeed. My brother also owns a part interest here, though I don't know that I'd call it an interest, seeing as he spends so much time caring about it. Listen, do you want to buy something? What can you tell me about your brother? Mr. Harkins. His name is Crumble Punch. He's the blacksmith here in town. He's doing his best to make sure my business doesn't succeed. And why am I telling you this? You're a total stranger. I don't know. What have you got for sale? Oh god. Oh man. Okay, that was actually kind of funny. I want to keep the kaleidoscope eye in case if I need to bring my wisdom back up to 21, which I will. Silver earring, I'll sell that. Boop. And I don't really need these. I got them on accident because I took up a part-time job I don't need. And now, what you got to sell? Ooh, scroll of blood bridge, scroll of ice knife, scroll of curse. Oh, that's. Oh, I know all these. So does Dak'kon. Think. Oh, he doesn't need to. Lame. All right, done. Done.
All right.
I thought this was a distillery. Wouldn't that mean that I could buy alcohol? No, I don't want the spell book. I want the map. Okay. To Outer Curse, to warehouse, the barracks, Curse administration. Oh, I need to talk, but I need to talk to the administrator's office.
Got me?
Let's screw around. To the blacksmiths. Oh, hey. If I can figure out where on the map he is. Grain silo. Oh, blacksmith is probably at the blacksmith. Don't know what would give me that notion. In we go. Hey, maybe he's got a nice weapon I can use. Hey there, Crumple Punch. This sour-looking burly man glares at you as you interrupt his work. He seems a little slow, but earnest, not as poisonous as the others in town. Aye, what do you want? Who are you? I'm Crumple Punch Malika, the town's smith. You want something? I'd like to look at your wares. I actually would. Let's see what we got here. Magic Punch Dagger, Snatch Dagger, Phantom Dagger. 1 to 6 piercing, +3, +3. I think what I have is actually better. Yeah, 2 to 7 piercing plus poison. So, oh wait, no, I wanted to keep looking to buy something in case there's something that I could give to. Hello. I'll just. So he's got a few of those. What's whistling? Dragon bolts. These do 3 to 6 piercing. Your bolts 2 to 5 piercing +1. Well, wait, these guys are better, so why would they cost less? I'll buy a couple of those. And I'll buy those as well. Oh, what the heck, I'll buy these 3 too. Cool. Done. And let's get Nordum all equipped. No, Nordum. It's Whistling Doom. Zephyr Bolts. And Dragon Bolts. Neat. Weird. Alright then. Cool.
I think, therefore, by your command.
No, that's not what I wanted.
All right.
Everyone move. Everyone move. I want to speak with him some more. Have you heard anything about a Deva and Curst? What? A Deva? Ain't one of them angel things? Oh, we ain't got one here. You want something from me? Oh. Well then, I guess we just walked around the Curse and learned about Daikon. So... Oop. Wrong button. Cool. Dropping a lot of frames, that's nice. I think we can just call this an episode and make our way into the next one. So thank you very much for joining, and I hope you all have a wonderful... Whoop. Almost. Forgot. Let's see. New save. Oh, did that change again? 44. Cursed. Chains of Cursed. Cool. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.